It all began with training that I got when I was at the European Space Center. It was dedicated on quality assurance, and I found it very interesting. So it gave me the idea to develop a tool for making change management. And it's at that time also that I've been proposed the position of quality assurance manager. I signed for 3 years, and I've been allocated some time to develop the change management tool that was the original tool called Arcade. I dedicated my entire career on this project, so it has started from really scratch. I'm the original developer and the father of the tool, and I've been able to pass several years building a team, generating a lot of business, and now it's an international company, a global company, and we are selling worldwide, and I'm very, very proud of that. I have in mind the case of the A20Y project, starting developing tools to transform automatically existing applications in order to be A20Y compliant. Has been the very first big challenge that we faced. But ever since we have lived some other ones, and I'm thinking about this data changer technology, which is also something very challenging in terms of technology, because we were not very sure at the beginning that we would be able to provide something coherent, consistent, and easily usable. If you see the market, in fact, there is less and less internal developments and more packages adopted by every organization. So it means that the change process is moving from managing internal developments up to managing a huge amount of parameters. I would say that the entire life of Arcade has consisted in make some technological challenge a reality. One person alone can do anything, of course, and it's very important to have very talented people that are in the same team, are at the same spirit, and you can do whatever you want. It's certainly the flexibility of its own internal architecture. And now it has taken a brand new dimension with our new partnership with Rational, because we developed, again, an integration of the RTC tool within Wix. I used to say that Arcade is just like a Lego game. You know, it's a certain amount of bricks, and you can assemble the bricks in order to build a new house.
And the winner is Arcade software.
I am a technician first, and I used to work from binary to any abstract languages like for GL. This gives me a capability, a culture that allow me to be able to absorb a lot of quantity of technology. It gives me a lot of advantage for talking with different people and different customers and prospects about their different technology. It often that I meet, for example, 10 people of different culture, different technology at the same time in a meeting to work with them. So it's me. I am quite central in different points because I'm able often to work with R&D to provide them some return of the customer, as well as the consulting team to advise them, as well as provide to the customer the way to implement their solution. One of my co-workers, Mr. Mind, so my boss, say I am the sponge. So sponge of technology. I hope so they will say that about me, as well as to be everywhere every time. Get back to be able to have a global view of what's happened, what is the problem exactly, and sometimes the solution is not directly in this area, but have to be found in another place. So after that, I am able to advise the customer. I remember when I went to Thailand, I did some training to teams. Every time it was a yes, and they agree everything what I say. I was happy with that, and then they was happy with that. But some days after, I do an exam, and it appears that only 10% of them and 10% of what I was saying was really acquired. So I decided to do a game. It was quite funny, and we find by this way a way to enhance a little bit the training and to go more forward with this company.
Il y a 3 ans, je suis arrivée chez Arcade comme consultante, plus spécialisée dans les bonnes pratiques des systèmes d'information, le référentiel utile. Et en juillet 2010, lorsque le poste de DAF DRH s'est trouvé vacant, j'ai tout naturellement postulé. Il faut être capable d'avoir une vision globale de la structure financière afin d'anticiper les conséquences de telle ou telle décision sur le développement de l'entreprise. Il faut savoir gérer ses priorités pour ne pas se laisser déborder par la multitude de tâches planifiées ou imprévues. Et bien sûr, il faut savoir déléguer avec confiance, tout en gardant un œil sur ce qui est fait pour qu'aucun point ne reste inconnu. Il faut être rigoureux tout en sachant rester souple. Les ressources humaines ne se gèrent pas de la même manière que les finances. Je pense qu'Arcade reste à l'écoute de ses salariés, tient à leur offrir un cadre de travail agréable et la possibilité d'exploiter au maximum leurs compétences. Je pense qu'Arcade place ses clients au cœur de ses priorités, cherche à leur offrir le meilleur de la technologie. Arcade sait partager puisque Arcade convie ses salariés, ses clients, ses partenaires à fêter ses évolutions et ses 20 ans.
Like many other markets, the application lifecycle management market has become dominated by big players like IBM, Microsoft, and not least the open source community, which is increasingly popular. How can an independent software vendor like Arcade exist in a world driven by de facto standards? Because Arcade is a global player across the world. Because Arcade software is a real innovator in its field. Because 20 years of sustained R&D efforts have brought us to the position of having the widest range of products in the IBM Power I ALM market. Because we have an open offering, Arcade can interact with other standard products you've already adopted.
We are on both sides of the world, I would say, because we are coming from the IBM world, but it makes now more than 12 years that we have a foot in the open system world, and this means that we are managing people that are coming from 2 different technology cultures. But it's not the only case of multicultural things. I'm very proud to say that Arcade is a Franco-American company, and you can imagine the difference in terms of culture between French, European people and North American people. It's a big challenge for any organization, so it's something that I'm really proud of.